Hello, fellow geeks. Welcome to the next episode of Stolen Fate, our playthrough of the Pathfinder 2e adventure path from Paizo. For this series, we have Chase, that's me, as our intrepid game master. M is the enthusiastic Crunk. Katie is the mysterious Gingham, and Tori is the quick-witted Jack. In this episode, the heroes uncover more mysteries of Harrow Court as they prepare for their next adventure. We hope you enjoy it. Now let's roll! Welcome back to Stolen Fate. We're on episode to be determined because I haven't been counting. I've just been having a good time. And when we last left off, you guys were just crossing your portals back into the Harrow Court after you obtained the Juggler card, which is with you, right, Gingham?
Yeah, it is. Also, side note, when you ask me how many potions I have, I'm going to say, I don't know. I've just been having fun. I'm not counting.
That's good to know. That's called Prescient Planner. It's a feat. Recommended.
What?
Yeah, look into it. Then you can tell me that.
Well, shit.
Oh, man. All right, you guys walk through the portal, and the thing that you notice, not immediately, but I'll just talk about this first, is that when you step through, the Harrow Court is looking even nicer. It seems like every time you step through, things have been tidied up a bit, and the grand courtyard here where all of the arches are actually looks great. You don't see a bunch of simulacra walking around doing renovations anymore. It looks beautifully recreated. Nice drapes hanging from the ceiling, a big grand table in the center. The archways have had rugs and stuff put around them. It looks great. But aside from that, the first thing that you notice when you step through is you see Shadow is immediately waiting for you, and Shadow looks slightly different in the fact where he had no mouth the last time you saw him, and he still has no mouth, but he has some adhesed twine in the shape of a smiley face on his mouth.
I don't like it.
And he just comes walking directly up into Jack's personal bubble, just like before. And you guys are back in the Harrow Court. Noticeably for you as well, Gingham, when you walk through, you can feel a tingling from the juggler as if it's itching to escape like the rest of the other Harrow cards.
Right. I'll release it.
All right. So you peel it off, like some sort of sticker off of the card, and a little golden light flickers, and you see it dash out from the Harrow Court to who knows where. But as you do that, and shortly after it dashes around one of the hallways, you guys see a human-sized version of the dragon that you just tricked come stomping around the hall. Peeks its head in. Well, what are you doing with that one?
Hey, guy.
Another epitome?
Uh-huh.
Hey, I'm glad you finally recognized me. I was getting a little tired of you guys forgetting my face. It was starting to feel personal, you know?
Gingham has slid behind Jack.
Yeah, where did that one go? That epitome. What's it do?
Depends. Which one was it? Didn't get a good sniff of it as it went by.
The juggler.
Juggler. Oh, you'll just need to step out to the little township right out front.
You guys want to go check it out?
Yes, I could go for a walk, I suppose.
Hey, thanks for bringing Shadow around, by the way. He's just been a delight. He's been in a really good mood lately. Good company.
Is it because of the smile?
Well, I mean, I would say the smile's because he's in a good mood. Isn't that why you smile?
Does he change the shape of the twine?
The twine. What's a twine?
Okay, never mind. It doesn't matter. Jack is going to take a quick look, though, and see how exactly this twine is adhered to Shadow's face.
So as you look really closely, it looks like there's just little sinews of skin holding it in place. Like as if the skin has started to grow to the twine.
Oh, gods, I really don't like that.
My
As you
twine.
say that, the twine droops and goes to a frown.
No, it's not your fault, Shadow. I just mean it's kind of gross.
It goes
It's
to a
fine.
straight line.
I'm friends with other gross people.
Like who?
Let's go look at the juggler.
You need a guide, bosses? Or are you good to go check it out on your own? I've got a busy list of things to do, but I've always got time for my managerial staff.
I don't think Crunk really wants a tour right now. Thanks, though, Guy.
I'll let you take it. You just let me know if you need anything.
Guy, do you ever spar?
He sneezes and it crackles with lightning. Nah, no. Can't say that I do.
Would you like to try?
How does one spar? Doesn't that mean like...
You just fight each other and then stop before the other one's dead.
Oh, wow, I had that really wrong. Yeah, no, I've done that before.
We should do that later.
All right, whatever you say, boss.
All right. Well, you go elsewhere, and we'll kick each other's ass later.
He flies down the hallway.
I've just been really wanting to hit that guy.
Mm.
All right, you guys are going to go check out the township?
Yeah, let's do it.
Fantastic. All right, yeah, you
Is
guys
this
head
also
outside.
where Crunk's paladin friends hang out?
They kind of hang out everywhere, but yeah, it seems like the most stationed place. This is where most of the simulacra seem to reside. This like seems to be where they live. You guys have seen the township before, but as you approach it, you can see that in the center of it, there is a large group of performers that are juggling and doing tricks. And they all look like figures that you all know from memory, along with the citizens that are surrounding them, clapping and being excited. And it really brightens up the town a bit. Mechanically, for you guys, what you guys can do with the juggler epitome is you guys can spend 8 hours interacting with the entertainers. And if you do, you can do one of two things. You can either change where the exit point of your closet is from Harrow Court. So right now, if you guys step out of your closets, you guys are back in Stirrup and Barding. You guys can spend 8 hours changing this. As you interact with the jugglers, they will put on a performance about wherever the town or place is that you're going to change your location to, and you can customize where your closet exits to. So if you have a home back on Galarion or elsewhere, you can have your closet exit there, or you can just change it at will. The other thing that you can do is you can attempt a performance check after 8 hours, and you can try to change what type of entertainment these performers are providing for the town, and that may have secret benefits or penalties.
Interesting. Can it be like anything we can think of, or is it like
Anything you can think of.
okay?
Interesting. I don't like Paizo's hidden penalties. They're dangerous.
Mhm.
It could be hidden.
They have no
boons,
sense
though,
of
too.
chill. That's Paizo. They have no sense of chill.
Okay.
All right. So with that being said, what are you guys going to do? We're on every time you come back, you got a little bit of downtime if you want it. You're also welcome to just head straight back out if you want.
I think we should at least rest here.
Probably
Fair
a good
enough.
idea.
As a
They'd
reminder, as you
almost
guys
die.
step through the archways. They did not shuffle this time.
Oh.
They have not done that yet. So the juggler is now faded away, and there's just a faint little mist in that archway. And the ones that are still active and glowing with some sort of location behind the mist, from left to right, if you're looking at them, is the big sky, the trumpet, the snake bite, and the theater.
Interesting.
You guys can decide what to do with that, and then you guys are resting. Is that what I heard you say?
Yeah, I think we could use a rest.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sweet. Rest is good. You guys are on Fate Day 6 after you rest. So yeah, I mean, you guys go back to your rooms. It's a safe rest, nothing eventful. You guys can go ahead and do your resting effects, as it were. Any RP or anything of note that we need to take care of for this evening?
Yes.
Okay.
One thing.
Yep.
Gingham's gonna go over to Crunk and tap Crunk. Crunk,
What?
I have something for you. And
And what is that little thing?
he'll dig in the bag of holding and pull out Crunk's sword. Here you go.
What are you doing with that?
I got it back from the dragon before I ran.
Hang on. I just trying to remember last session. Did
Mhm.
you guys say anything about what happened last time? Was Crunk there when Jack went into the dragon cave?
Nope.
Yeah. Wait,
Uh,
in the dragon cave, yeah.
Yeah.
Crunk was
Because
there
you
for
gave
that.
up the sword, and then you left when Jack got back from the dragon cave, and he handed you the key, and he was
Right.
like, "Go, get up the mountain."
Mm-hmm. But this was supposed to be payment to the dragon for the key.
Uh-huh.
So what did the dragon get paid with?
Oh, it didn't.
It got robbed blind.
Is when and where is this happening? I just want to know. Paint me the scene, Katie.
Oh, where are we? Probably right before bed. Like,
Gingham sat on the sword for that long.
well, it just, maybe right after that. I don't know. Timing is a construct, obviously, Tori. Probably
I love
as
it.
we're
Right
walking
before bed.
away.
I kind of think that's funny if they did. I'm just clarifying.
Yeah. It just once the day's winding down.
So you stole this from the dragon, and you got this from the rabbit prince. What is your game, little Gingham? What is your plot here?
My plot?
Yeah. I don't quite get you. You play to be this little harmless crafter being, and yet you have the power to capture the uncatchable and to soothe a dragon and steal from them without consequence. What the hells are you?
I'm a puppet? And is it stealing if it was yours in the first place and the dragon was maybe probably gonna eat us anyway?
Crunk will reluctantly take the sword and inspect it. Is this some kind of cursed item?
No, unless the dragon had some kind of touch power, I just took it back from its claws and put it in my bag. I got a little singed after, but I don't know.
You know, I met Jack after a divine insight from Desna herself, and yet I have not seen anything to do with you, little one. Jack seems to have. But I've got my eye on you, and you should know that.
Okay,
Until we figure out what exactly is going on, because you must be some sort of powerful reincarnated soul to be achieving the feats that you have, because they are godly.
are they?
A bit.
Oh, I don't know about that. I'm just Gingham.
Well, I hope you sleep well tonight, Gingham.
And you...
I'll be on my way.
Okay.
I'm just gonna stand there and wait for Gingham to walk away.
Gingham will wander off in a confused manner.
What does that mean? You're walking into walls and shit?
No.
And tilted to the side.
Yeah, you know the puppy head tilt and then leaves.
Excellent. All right. So that happened. And anything else before we rest? Cool. All right. It's Fate Day 6. You guys wake up in the Harrow Court. Things are lovely. Your rooms are getting very comfortable.
Is there hot water yet in bathtubs, in the jacuzzi tub?
They're quite comfortable. They're about as comfortable as like a moderately priced hotel at the moment.
That's pretty comfortable.
Yeah. Maybe even a little nicer because of some of the amenities. Also, one thing I wanted to clarify for rules of the juggler, you guys can individually customize your closets. That's not one shared thing.
That would be kind of funny.
Everyone unloads into Crunk's house. Whatever.
Yeah, that would be hilarious. No, but I was gonna say, I think it's a hilarious image of Crunk getting into his water all the way up to his eyes and just steaming there, considering the whole day.
I love that. Excellent.
Meanwhile, Jack's in his room with all of the loot spread out. He's taking careful inventory of every gold piece, every silver piece, every piece of dragon hide armor.
Jack's probably getting paid more than he ever has in his life.
Yeah, this is lucrative business right here.
Getting the whole dragon's horde. Fantastic. All right. Any downtime activities for you guys today? Or are you guys heading back out? Or are you done? Are you retiring his adventures? I mean, the world is your oyster.
That's
so.
it. We
Stole from a dragon.
Yeah,
you can't top that, I think.
How long will it take to go out to the frickin' thing and see.
Empty
if there-
throne? Oh, that's nice and quick. It's still empty.
God damn it. I'm never using this thing again. Okay.
Then you will never learn its secrets.
Chase, I have left I've left like 4 different things, three things there.
Damn.
And none of them have worked, and I have no clue as to how to make it do anything.
Or did they work? What is working? That's what science and mystery is all about.
Nothing
I'm gonna
happened.
go leave another
At
All
some
right.
point, Jack will try to gather you two together to go through all these goodies. So we kind of made a swift exit back after we got the sword and stuff from the dragon, but I did mean to tell you guys that we got a lot more than just that giant key.
Oh?
Yeah. And he takes his bag of holding, which for the purpose of this conversation, he is only filled with the stuff from the dragon's hoard. He's left everything else in his room, but just jumps it all out on the big dining room table that they have. And there's cloud dragon hide armor, there's a jeweled scepter, there's a bunch of coin, there's a +2 striking darkwood club, there's some gold goblets, there's a mask, and some oil and a tanglefoot bag, I believe is everything. So yeah, I mean, we can sell a bunch of this stuff, but I thought I would see if you guys want any of it before we liquefy it.
Desna's wings, where did all of this come from?
Well, it's a dragon, so it had a bit of a hoard. I mean, I was left alone in the hoard. I wasn't gonna just take the giant key that was gonna be maybe useless to us anyway.
I see. Well then, this is a mind-boggling amount of treasure.
Yeah, I was thinking the dragonhide armor could look cool on you, Crunk, since it's like blue, you know, could like kind of go with your whole color scheme. But yeah, Gingham, what's up? This isn't like school. You don't have to raise your hand.
Oh. Well, I was just wondering if this was also considered stealing.
Probably. Is that a problem?
No, I was just wondering.
Okay.
Or
Yeah,
Gingham?
I stole it. It wasn't being used. It was just sitting in a pile, and the dragon probably stole it too.
Gingham's looking at Crunk, waiting for some kind of lecture.
Crunk is ignoring Gingham right now and is focused on this armor and is like feeling it and trying to compare it to his own to see if there is what the comparison is strength-wise. Oh, Jack.
Yeah.
I would love to wear this. However, it doesn't have the right coverage that I require. Do you know of? Didn't you have a crafter friend at the bazaar?
Well, I guess there was that one smith who seems to think I am in love with my late wife, Victoria. He seems to feel bad for me. I could probably get him to help us out.
That could be beneficial, as little Gingham is spending time on this orb.
Oh no, the
Do you-
dwarf's doing it.
Oh, I thought you were helping the dwarf.
Oh, I was, and then I set the dwarf about to do it on his own.
Oh,
Decided on longer crafting time to let the dwarf. Gingham just had to start the project.
I see.
Does Crunk seem like he does not want Gingham to do this
Yeah, he's
project?
side-eyeing. He's side-eyeing Gingham. Like the wheels are turning. He already gave this little poppet has already given me a cursed sword. Dare I let the poppet adjust the armor and curse the armor as well? Krunk has never done worse in combat than he did with this brand new super spendy sword. There's curses everywhere. Curses.
Could I try an insight check on Crunk?
Oh yeah, it's pretty easy.
Do you want me to
met
roll
with-
chase
No.
still?
No,
Okay.
if Crunk's pretty
Okay.
easy, it's fine.
Okay. Is there a problem?
Not yet.
Hey, well,
Uh-
Gingham, do you want to craft armor or do you want to do other stuff? Because we can just go pay for this too.
I could craft it if Crunk is fine with it. It's fully up to Crunk though, and his comfort level.
This is well, and you won't do anything odd to it. It won't disappear after a day after you change it.
No.
And this is something you think you can handle?
Aye.
All right. Well then, I suppose I shall let you adjust this. Thank you.
The stiff way.
Okay, well, that was weird.
Oh,
Anyway, Gingham, this strange mask also was in the pile of crap. It looked like something you might like wearing. I don't know. It's a mask of terror, Katie. So people might get frightened if they attack you.
Gingham holds it up to their face. There's just glowing eyes through the mask holes. That's fun.
Terrifying. Which I think means it's working.
Lovely. Do you mind if I take it?
Be my guest. I would never want to deny the world of my beautiful face.
Oh, here's these for the day. It's your Mortalis coins that are
Take
shitty
your
looking.
vitamins.
Thank you.
Building on that mask, by the way, Katie, is a little confusing the way it has it worded in Foundry, but it's once a day.
I figured. Usually these things are. That's good to
Mhm.
know.
All right, then I don't think we want this club. Although
No,
we could use the runes, I suppose.
I say we just sell the thing as a whole. I have 2 great swords. I can't imagine needing more than that.
Yeah, and I'm like swimming in rapiers, so.
Well, Gingham, can you also swap the runes from my current armor over?
Oh, I'll need your armor though.
You guys want to do a crafting and shopping montage?
Yeah, we could do that real quick.
Sure.
Cool. We're going to cut for the viewer's pleasure, and we'll be back after that. So, Jack, you seem like our wheeler and dealer of this group, so give us the shopping montage. What'd you sell? What'd you buy? How'd you get your good deals?
Okay, well, to give the summary first, we are selling the +2 greater striking, whatever it was, Darkwood Club,
Mm-hmm.
and the treasure, the gold goblets and the scepter and things like that. And then we're just going to top off our healing. We're going to pick up some healing scrolls and some healing potions and keep it pretty simple. So, yeah, I think Gingham is crafting for the day, working on that dragonhide armor. So I think
And it succeeded.
Totally
Yes.
not cursed
Crush-
armor.
totally not cursing the
Nothing
armor in
about
any way.
curses.
Just crafting.
Mhm.
The good C word. And we're going, so that means that Jack and Crunk are gonna head back through their closets to Absalom, to the Grand Bazaar once
The
again.
Grand Bazaar. How nice to just have the shopping center in your closet. I wish
Kinda
I could
is.
have that.
It's kind of great.
Yeah, I know with the juggler we can change that, but like maybe I don't want to do that. So convenient. Okay, Crunk. So, one thing you may have noticed that I do when I'm looking for a deal is it helps to exaggerate how much something might be worth. It's not, you're not cheating anybody because it is worth a lot. All of these shop owners and stuff, they're all trying to gouge you. They're never going to pay you what a thing is actually worth. You just need to, drum up the price a little bit more so you're getting closer to what a thing is actually worth. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, it is the nature of business for each person to try and get the best deal possible. I understand, Jack.
Yeah,
How
exactly.
can I help you get your best deal possible?
Well, I actually think you're natural at this. I mean, with the whole the Queen Victoria bit, you remember that with the dagger and Queen Victoria and that whole legend that you just made that up right on the spot, and we kind of back and forth, and it helps when there's someone else there to kind of back up your story, give you some credibility. So I'm thinking we can just kind of do something like that again.
I'll be all over your back, Jack. Let's do this.
Oh, okay. Maybe don't say it like that, but all right, let's do it.
Oh, of course, yes. Whatever you're most comfortable with. You want me to be the front?
Well, we're selling this club, so...
All right. Perhaps I can demonstrate how best it could be used. And Crunk will give you a sly wink.
Okay, sure. We can think about that. Let's head over there. That shop seems soft. I don't think I want to go to the same blacksmith who has taken pity on me in the past, Chase.
I like it. Yeah. So new one.
Go somewhere
and,
else.
Yeah. I mean, there's plenty of shops around the ground store. There's endless like traders. I mean, there's like the big name brand ones that you can hit up, or there's just lots of carts selling bits and baubles along the way.
I'll go name brand. Stick it to the corporate overlords, you know?
Yeah.
All right. How you haggling for your goods?
Well, if Crunk wanted to lead out on this, I'll build off of what you give me him.
Yeah, so Krunk's gonna walk up and he says, well, hello there.
Say it's a kobold on a stool.
I have some excellent goods to sell you.
All right, what do you got?
This, and he's gonna whip out this club and just smash it on the table, and it accidentally breaks the table and everything collapses onto the ground. I want you to buy this. It's quite strong.
Yeah, whoa, settle down. It's a good thing I got this self-repairing table, and it just kind of floats everything back up.
I
I'm
knew that
surprised
it
how
did
often
that.
that happens.
Yeah. Well, as you can see, it is of the finest wood that is dark. Wouldn't you say so, Jack?
Slithers up on the table, sniffs it, gives it like a tiny little lick. What
Yay!
else?
Well,
Hey,
and
gotta
that's
make
to-
sure they're legit.
That's to say nothing of its storied history as well. You know, a weapon is only as good as the incredible feats that it has accomplished, don't you think?
Well, yeah, obviously. So
This
who wielded it? Is it Crunk here?
It wishes it could have been wilt by me.
That's
However,
too bad. I think that would have probably driven the price up a little bit. You're a pretty big name around here.
well, I'll have you know that this was not just wielded by me myself, though I did used to break your table. You're free to use that story when you
I'm
sell
gonna.
it. But also, this particular weapon was used by the hybrid dragon creature. You obviously have heard of Luciaria.
The kobold's eyes seem to get big and glisten as you mention a dragon.
Part cloud dragon, part really
Kobold.
Yes, and maybe
All
other
dragons are
things.
part kobold, just like we're part dragon.
Exactly, but this was a kobold that mated with a dragon, received its blessing, and became able to transform into a full dragon itself.
Listen. He looks to Jack and gets kind of close. This guy spins tails. Pretty popular on this part. You telling the truth? He's spinning tails?
You're asking me. You are asking me if Crunk, the faithful, the one chosen and smiled upon by Desna herself, is lying to you right to your face about
Yeah.
something as incredible and important and divinely inspired as the union of a dragon and a kobold.
All right. Yeah, no, you're right. It's outlandish. All right. He's going to dive behind the counter and just starts throwing bags of coin up on the table.
Frankly, you're lucky that we decided to come here to this shop to sell it to you. We could have
Throws
gone to any
one
of these
more
other
bag
places.
of coin on the table.
I heard that you would be the one who would appreciate this magnificent weapon most. But if this is all you want to offer, I suppose we could take our business elsewhere.
Reaches under the table, grabs one more bag of coins. This is way more than anybody else is going to pay.
Well, I don't know about that, but I do think I can see your passion for this weapon and the subject behind it. So, what do you think, Crunk? He seems like a worthy buyer.
A little disrespectful, but I suppose
Come
you're
on!
right. All right. As you wish.
Like, puts his back against the coins and heaves them over to you. All right, leave
Jack
them
just
here.
scoops them up in his bag of holding.
All right, excellent. You guys got 10% more gold.
Nice.
Just 10? That's a lot. I don't know what I'm whining about. We got a ton of gold.
10% on several thousands. Pretty
Yeah,
good.
It's pretty
That's
great.
Pretty good.
All right, and then you guys are also picking up some scrolls and potions for Gingham, yeah?
Of course.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Do you
Right.
trust Gingham?
Do I trust Gingham? I'm imagining this, if you will, we've got kebabs again. And
Yay!
we're in the market square. We've got the scrolls and the potions. We decided to stop for a quick bite before heading
Mhm.
back. Do I trust Gingham?
Yes.
I suppose I trust Gingham as much as I trust anybody else.
You trust Gingham as much as you trust me?
Yeah, probably.
Jack,
Yes.
I understand. I thought that there was, I understand. Well, so is that a lot or a little?
I don't trust many people a lot. Actually, come to think of it, I don't know if I would say I trust anyone a lot. A lot is a lot, you know?
Yeah.
I would say I trust you and Gingham more than
Nothing?
most other people. You're on a very short list. There's maybe like 4 people I trust.
There's 4?
Yeah, I don't know,
Alright.
maybe.
Okay. All right. What is your relationship with Gingham like?
Well, relationship is a totally different thing from trust. Like, do I trust Gingham to steal a sword from a dragon and come running back with me? Yeah, I mean, now I do because I've seen them do it. Do I trust Gingham to not murder me in the night? Mostly. But do I have like a relationship with Gingham? I don't know. I mean, I guess I was kind of worried that they would die when the dragon was staring down at them. So I suppose that means there's something there.
I see.
Jack's affection is so immense.
So immense.
But I feel like you're asking all these questions for a pretty specific reason. And if I'm just going to be blunt, it doesn't seem like you like Gingham.
Well, do you remember when we had that conversation about how Gingham could potentially be your mother?
I really try not to think about it ever.
Yeah.
I've put it out of my mind.
Don't you think it's quite strange that this little puppet creature is able to catch the rabbit prince and wrestle him to the ground? Wasn't that a difficult task? Gingham can barely walk up a hill. I know! I've carried Gingham up every hill we've seen.
That's true. I was pretty surprised.
And enthralling a dragon? Obviously, the soul of this puppet is quite strong. And Crunk for a moment considers telling Jack that he's pretty sure Gingham's trying to replace him, but decides not to at the last moment. I just have an odd feeling about it, that's all. I'm keeping an eye on that one.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, Gingham's weird. If that's what you wanted me to say, then I'll say it.
Oh.
Gingham is a total weirdo, and I have no idea what even they are really, or why they are, or who they are. They don't even know that themselves. So Gingham is just this weird, raggedy ball of mystery. But, you know, I'm okay with that. They don't ask about my personal life, so I don't really need to know more. I don't know. I mean...
Do you want to talk about your personal life with somebody? Because if so, I could find someone, I'm sure.
Jack starts choking on his kebab a little. I'm good. No, we don't really don't need to get into that.
I was gonna say Shadow would probably be an eager listener.
Yeah, Shadow's great at listening. That mostly has to do with the fact that he can't talk.
Yeah, it has an unnatural obsession with you.
Yeah.
I'd be wary of that. I don't trust people that have unnatural fascinations with a particular person.
You know, Crunk, it's funny you say that. You're talking about trust a lot, and you seem to trust me. Am I mistaken in that conclusion?
Oh, well, it's sort of like proxy trust. You see, I believe that the goddess Desna led me to you, as I had a divine vision, where her butterfly brought me directly to you, and then I found you in real life, and this was before we had even met. So I do have a certain amount of trust that you and I are destined to travel together, at least for some time. And until I find why that has been, and I assume it is for this whole strange fate intervention with the cards, yes, there is an amount of trust, but it is not because of what I know about you, but it is because of my faith in Desna.
Okay, well, if you want to use that comparison, I've had a couple of unexplainable, very strange and specific visions that seem to imply that I'm supposed to stick around with you and Gingham.
That is what concerns me as well, for I've had divine, I know they come from Desna visions, whereas you are unaligned when it comes to your soul. Anyone could have placed those visions in your mind.
Yeah, I guess that's true. There have been plenty of less than friendly things in my mind before, but so far it seems to be working out fine.
Yes, it has.
But you seem like upset though, Crunk. I mean, like, beyond just like, oh, Gingham's weird, I don't know if I can trust them. I mean, like, yeah, I get that. I feel kind of the same about, you know, all of this. But you seem like personally offended by Gingham frequently.
Well, I feel that there has been an odd amount of situations recently where I'll attempt to do something, and then Gingham will immediately do the thing as well and surpass me greatly. And yes, I would say that is grating on me a bit. I've spent my entire life doing things, like killing things, and yet it was Gingham that took down a plant with the hatchet the size of my fingernail.
Well, we'd softened them up. I mean, it was gonna go down any moment anyway.
Well, it's just, I find it strange. And there's some things that I don't immediately trust. Or like.
Jack smiles a little. You're kind of jealous of Gingham.
I would never be jealous of a little puppet who doesn't even know who they are.
Okay, if you say so.
And even if I was, that would be a completely normal thing.
I guess. And then, I don't know, is it just awkward silence over kebabs?
I don't think it's awkward necessarily, but it's like pensive. Like he seems like he's genuinely thinking over what you said. You don't really think I'm jealous over Gingham, do you?
I don't know what else to call it. It always seems like you guys are weirdly competing for my affection or something. I don't know.
I don't
it's
think
weird.
that Gingham gives a rat's ass about your affection, if I'm being completely honest. Gingham just kind of does whatever Gingham wants.
That's true, but I think Gingham is desperately trying to be our friend. Just in their own weird way, you know, offering junk and garbage and fixing our stuff and
Oh.
appearing randomly.
I just
and-
thought they liked making things.
Well, that probably is true, but, you know, they give us one of these every day. Jack holds up his Mortalis coin. And supposedly it's supposed to keep us from dying, so I can only take that as some sort of odd sign of affection. Like, you know, like a cat that brings you a dead mouse or something.
That is disturbingly accurate, Jack. Disturbingly. You are quite the observationist. Is that a thing?
Yeah, and it's kept me alive thus far. I try to pay attention, even if it seems like I'm really not paying attention.
Well, even if Gingham does become our friend eventually, we were friends first, weren't we, Jack?
I guess. For like a
You
week.
guess! That week was very important to both of us.
It was very dramatic, that's true.
It was. I saved you.
You were very helpful.
Thank you.
You ever had a friend, Crunk? Do you have many friends?
It's been a long time. I had friends before I became this.
How did that happen?
Ugh.
You remember?
I do remember.
Thought most flesh warps just kind of, you know, like Gingham, they just kind of weren't one day and then were the next.
Some are that way, yes. I have memories of the process beginning, and then the shortly after, and some flashes of the middle, but luckily, that painful event is somewhat obscured. Perhaps
you don't
another
have to
time,
talk about it.
over many drinks, I'd be happy to tell you the tale.
All right. Well, that feels like enough bonding for one afternoon for me.
Me too. Awkward. A lot of chit chat.
Gingham. Jack scoops up the rest of his kebab and tosses it to a stray cat and then heads back toward the stirrup and Barding.
Crunk
Fantastic.
furtively feeds his second mouth. Just
So
like pulls it
gross.
off with his hand and then puts it down, and the tongue comes out and just licks it all out of his palm and pulls it into his mouth.
Oh man. All right.
Horrible. Horrible.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you guys head on back to where Gingham has been crafting away for a new suit of armor for Crunk. So why don't we jump to where you're finished with that, Gingham? Any RP, or are you guys good to go?
The closet door slams open. Honey, I'm home. I brought the
Oh.
groceries.
Where is Shadow, Chase?
Probably right outside my room, I imagine.
Yep. Always waiting for Jack.
When you guys come back, Gingham's looking up at Shadow with nails in one hand, going, but what if we took the twine off and we replaced it with these?
And that's what you're saying to Shadow?
Yeah,
It just completely ignores you.
just is tugging.
Tugging on the
Shadow.
twine?
No, on
Or on
Shadow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, complete ignorance.
What exactly is happening here?
Oh, I just wanted to know, but apparently I can't talk to this thing.
Well,
Yeah,
you can
it
talk-
doesn't work. Yeah, you can talk at him, like Krunk was going to say, but he doesn't.
When you say that, Jack, the twine kind of starts like doing a wave and like makes like a weird squiggly face on the mouth and then starts to quiver, and the twine starts to split into two halves and forms kind of like an oval shape, and it makes a sound.
No.
Oh no!
What was that?
And then the twine
Uh.
goes back together and it does nothing else.
What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? I did not like that. That was not okay. Did you see that? Did you hear that?
I think
I
he
think
tried
he
to
was-
talk.
Yeah, I think he was trying to respond. Shadow.
It's now back to its blink face. Line
It's not even
mouth
responding
twine.
to Jack.
Nope. Just staring at him in his personal space.
So I have a thought. Do you guys think this has anything to do with my promise? It did come hitchhiking back with us. I don't know. He's got hair kind of like mine. He's got green eyes. He's very creepy.
Honestly, I could pray about it if you wish. Perhaps Desna will divine an answer to me.
I mean, I won't stop you. I can't imagine Desna cares all that much about me.
Well, I care. Desna gave me a vision about you, Jack.
I guess. Sure, pray about it if you want. I'm
I
just,
shall.
you know, it seems like it might be related.
Hmm.
Which, by the way, I'm not planning on keeping my promise.
Huh. I didn't ever suppose you were going to. No offense.
Gingham,
Hmm?
what did you promise?
2 favors.
If
Are
I
you
recall
going to-
correctly, you volunteered 2 favors. They didn't even ask for it.
Oh, aye. It was so that neither one of you would end up dying.
Are you planning on doing those?
I think they have to come to collect it, so I don't know.
Ever? Ever dying?
Well, dying on account of their hand anyway. Seemed
Were
important.
they intending to kill us?
Well, at the moment, you were
I
in danger.
I suppose. Thank you for that.
Well, whatever. That's a problem for future us.
Oh, Crunk, your armor is in your room. I hope it's to your liking.
You went in my room?
Well, I had someone deliver it.
Ah, well, thank you for your kind consideration.
Is Jack like behind Gingham going?
Yep, exactly. He's like,
I appreciate it a lot.
Jack actually
And-
goes like this, like,
For everything you did with getting me the sword from the Rabbit Prince, and with my armor, I am now fully bedecked in items that have been touched by your hand, and I'm sure it will bring me great luck in the coming days.
Oh, I didn't infuse anything with luck, but I hope they work out well for you.
Crunk
Well,
looks at
it
Jack
would-
for approval.
this is all great. Now, I think you should all get out of my doorway.
Right. Good
As
night.
you wish.
So after a day of crafting and shopping, it's probably evening according to the standard planes day-night cycle. What are you guys doing? You guys gonna take another night and rest it off? Or are you guys venturing out? What's the plan?
Not at night. Let's have dinner, sleep, and go out in the morning.
Fantastic. That
Yeah.
makes it Fate Day 7.
Okay, it stresses me out that we're counting, but
Yeah.
also I don't know what we should be rushing for. So
Yeah, everything's fine.
We're living life.
that makes me
Yeah.
feel less fine, Chase, when you say that actually.
Yeah, we're not safe.
You guys are doing great.
I don't believe you.
Thank you, Chris.
All right, you guys wake up. You get your brekkie. You've got Shadow following Jack around everywhere. His twine is back in a smile today. He's in a good mood. You've got your misty portals. Any other business you guys want to take care of, or are you guys heading
Well,
out through the next
yeah,
portal?
I do. I guess table talk for a second. Do we want to go to the carnival and learn any? I don't know. I guess it wasn't that helpful. Other than when we heard about the dragon, we knew it was going to be like probably an enemy, but I don't know that we really
I mean,
benefited a lot from that particular
We could
thing.
retcon. No, we can't retcon. Never mind.
Yeah, we could just go spend a day at the carnival before we head out, but if you guys don't want to
Yeah.
spend that kind of time,
We could spend 8 hours, then directly head.
We could.
okay. Be a long day, but sure.
It's not like we're spending spell slots.
And we'll get all hyped up on cotton candy. We'll be ready to go.
Exactly.
Mountain Dew and cotton candy. What can
An attempted bonding experiment with
Team bonding
Gingham and
exercise.
team building exercise. This is where we're at.
All right,
Okay.
then bright and early, we're rope dropping the carnival, Chase.
Rope dropping at the carnival. Fantastic. Yeah, I mean, are you all doing it together, or are you guys splitting up and doing other things? Like, what's the play here?
The only other thing I think might be worth is just maybe trying to change the performance type
My gosh, I was
for
just thinking
research
that.
purposes. Okay, well, what does Gingham? Would Gingham rather go to the carnival or hang out with the jugglers?
Kronk can go do the jugglers. You need to have an RP scene, Katie.
It really doesn't.
But yeah,
matter
but
to
I was
me.
wondering if Crunk and Gingham would want to go together, or
Is Jack like, here's the get along shirt. You're both
maybe,
in it.
maybe actually, yeah. I got an idea, Chase.
Oh
Okay,
no!
if you guys
no.
are okay with that,
I'm
before
afraid.
I just plow ahead. Okay, Em, you good?
I think Em and I are gonna share the same sentiment. Continue.
Okay,
Sure,
yeah.
Jack, this is
So
gonna be
the
great.
night before dinner, Jack made plans with everyone to go to the carnival. Talked about how great it was going to be, and then they all get up and get ready to go in the morning, and then Jack gets really sick. Oh man, I don't feel good at all. I think I ate something weird at breakfast. Who knows what guy puts in that stuff. Why don't you guys just go ahead without me? It's okay. I just need to
What?
sleep it off. I'll be fine. And then we'll be ready to go through the next portal.
Are you sure? I could
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
make something.
No, I'm good. I just, you guys go ahead. The carnival's really fun. We made a whole plan. I don't want to mess it up. So you guys go have a good time. Shadow's here. He'll probably make sure I don't die. I think he can at least do that much. It'll be fine.
Well, we did plan on going, didn't we?
Yeah, and I bet the carnival workers are all excited. Word's probably gotten around that the bosses are going to be there today. You don't want to let them down.
That would be terrible.
And plus, there's the Ferris wheel, Crunk. You don't want to miss that.
Well, I suppose we could have a night out, Gingham.
Oh, hi. We could do that.
Okay, well, you two have fun now. Jack does he's shoving you guys out the door. Yep. Oh, don't forget this. Here's your backpack. Yep. Okay, you got that. All right, you guys have fun now. Shuts the castle doors.
All right. Okay.
Oh,
I think we were just ditched.
did he? He really did seem quite eager about it, didn't he?
Well, I suppose you want uppies.
Oh no, you
Crunk
don't.
will offer you a hand that you can
Oh.
literally step into.
Are you sure?
I already offered, didn't I?
That's true. Gingham will step up.
And off
Right.
we go.
So you two are going to the carnival.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right. And Jack, what are you doing?
I'll go hang with the jugglers once
Nice.
they're out of the township. Once Crunk and Gingham are out of the township.
All right. I love it.
Can't be
Uh,
caught.
Let's start with you, Jack.
No,
are you
this was
trying
for
to
you guys, so you can have some team bonding time.
some bonding moments? Are you changing the performance type? We're going to try to anyways.
Sure.
All right. Go ahead and make me a performance check. Let's see if you
Oh.
can.
I don't know if I can't. Am I good at performance? I've not ever done this before. Let's see. I'm okay. I'm trained at least.
Great. That's all you need.
I'm not bad actually, because my charisma is pretty good. Okay.
What are you trying to change it to?
So they're just juggling right now, right?
Yep.
I
Quite
imagine
well. Doing a
As
good
the
job.
name implies. Why don't you give me a second to think about it and
Okay.
see what Crunk and Gingham get up to at the carnival?
You got it. All right. Crunk, Gingham, you guys are hitting up the carnival. It's a little bit sinister and creepy as always, but always a good time nonetheless. Why don't you guys go ahead and make me, let's see, is there a check for this? I forget. The carnival. I think there is a check. Perception checks. Yeah, why don't you guys go ahead and make perception checks?
Watch us both fail.
And I'll let you roll
Right.
separately, or you can choose to have somebody assist if you would like.
I feel like we probably have comparable perception, so we might as well just try and hit 2 checks.
It
Yeah.
also seems likely that you guys are It feels right that you're separate.
It does
You're
feel
like,
right that we're
I'm looking
separate.
out for myself right now.
34.
31.
Okay, 34 and 31.
Crunk wins.
Now, let me remember how this works here.
Oh, also of note, Chase, my master trainings today are performance and thievery.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm sorry, Katie. You were master in performance, ready to go juggle with the jugglers.
Really, you just ruined everything.
All right,
Just
so
trying to make
She's
you
a
friends.
ruiner.
you guys will immediately get a successful recall knowledge as soon as you recognize this foe. But as you guys are at the carnival, hanging out and doing fun things, there's lots of cool performers. And one performer really catches your attention all of a sudden. He's a very tall gentleman that's doing some cool tricks. He's doing like back handsprings and acrobatics, and it's pretty awesome. But then after he finishes a back handspring and he lifts his hands tall into the air, he says, "Hey, watch this!" And then his skin just starts to melt and deform until he looks like this.
Oh.
I hate that. I hate this
Who's
so
gonna describe
much.
it?
Oh my god. Look at that fuck. It's a naked alligator that's a bipedal and has a long fucking tongue like the size of my arm and glassy brown bulbous eyes that just leech outside of its fleshy fucking face, and its teeth are all snaggly and they come out in all directions. I hate it.
Honestly,
I hate it.
Yeah, the alligator's been turned inside out.
It's bad.
It's not good.
It's like if you saw an alligator that was made out of intestines.
Yeah, that's exactly what that looks like. Uh-huh.
Okay.
I'm glad I didn't go to the carnival.
Yeah, I'm really happy that you put this on us instead.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed. All right, very cool. And I'm trying to see, like, do you get that later? Jeez.
What?
I mean, the horrifying image is here now. What
That's
are we
true.
gonna do later? Is it delayed horror? Nightmares?
Just
All
wait
right,
till
yeah.
it really hits you, Katie.
Right?
All right, you guys want the recall knowledge?
Yeah.
So let's talk about it. This is how do you pronounce this?
Oh, good.
Banyada. This is a banyada. Not much larger than dogs, the typical banyada scavenger is a wharfy, misshapen tangle of flesh that walks on stumpy legs, sometimes on 2 and sometimes on 4. Plainly amalgamations of meat and gristle, few of which appear in the same color or texture. Banyada scavengers have a horrifying and mottled appearance. Their bulbous heads split into a maw with blunt teeth that shift about within their mouths to grind food. Banyada scavengers prefer living prey and usually hunt in numbers, often following in the wake of banyada behemoths to snatch up any scraps left behind. Defense, or special abilities.
Behemoths?
Yeah.
Big
Which ones you guys
juice.
want?
I don't even know. How do we kill it? It's defense.
All right, yeah. So they have no immunities. They have weakness 10 to slashing damage, and they have resistance 10 to bludgeoning. Their best save is reflex. Fortitude and will are both their worst saves.
Okay.
All right.
I've got a slashing weapon.
I think everybody does. Oh no, Gingham gets to come up with another weakness.
Everybody claps for the trick as that guy shifts into that. Some people think it's very cute and they go pet it. And then he turns back into a very tall carnivalman, and that's that.
Okay then.
Crunk, I don't think I liked that.
I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. That was
Oh.
horrific. Get up, come here. Get up on my shoulder. We're
Uh-huh.
leaving.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna take off at like a steady run, like a full tilt at like a 45-degree angle sprint back home.
Gingham's
We're
clutching
leaving. We're getting
Crunk's
out of here.
shoulder. Okay.
All right, fantastic. It was a good day at carnival. You guys left at nightfall. You probably had some fun games and treats beforehand, and then that just ruined your day.
Yeah, it was the end because you had to spend 8 hours there. So
That's
that was
true.
the cherry, the sour cherry on top of everything.
Sour cherry.
All right, Jack, what kind of performance are you trying here?
Oh my gosh, I was so transfixed with the horrible alligator nonsense that I forgot to finish thinking about what I wanted to do. I think I will do. Can these jugglers talk? Do they have mouths?
Yeah, they got mouths.
Okay, I want them to do stand-up comedy.
Stand-up comedy. Okay.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, go ahead and let's
Or
roll the
I guess
performance.
maybe I'll just broaden it like to comedy. So like if they want to also include like acrobatics, but like it should have a comedic spin. Think like, there's like the Blue Man Group. Obviously they don't talk, but like their show they had do some impressive stuff, but it's like funny.
Or like Dick
Okay.
Van Dyke.
Yeah. So like there can be feats that are like actually impressive by themselves and stuff.
It's like
but there's gonna
acrobatic
be
jester
plenty
type
of
work.
jokes. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see how well you teach him, Jack. Roll performance.
Okay. How good is Jack? Not very good. He rolled a 2. Gosh, is this worth a hero point?
Oh, you all get
I
a hero
don't know.
point, by the way. We haven't given one today
I
yet. so
did mark
take
that
one.
down.
Did
Man,
not.
Do you really want
I mean,
to use it right now?
I don't know. I have 2. Do I want to? Maybe I'll just let it stand. This is kind of funny to me that Jack sucks at this and nobody laughs at his performance.
It's like horrific at this.
It's really well. I didn't critically fail. Well, maybe I did critically fail. Did I critically fail, Chase?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Leave
then
it.
I suck at this. I'll leave it. I'll let it lie.
Re-roll.
Wait,
Okay.
no, why?
No,
Do you think
leave
it's going to
it.
be bad?
Because
No,
Chase said there's penalties.
Are there penalties to trying to change the performance?
You don't know.
See, we don't know.
Jack, leave
You
it.
said that trying
Jack's
to
not
change
funny.
it could be bad.
No, I thought he
said
said it could be
I
good.
said it could have
Could-
positive or negative consequences.
Okay.
Critically failing.
Leave it.
Man.
Come
You
on.
want me
You
to
Feeling's
want
leave
to
it?
fun
leave it.
too.
Come on.
All right.
Come on, Jack.
I'm gonna
Don't be
leave it.
funny.
I'm gonna leave it.
Okay.
Turns into a
Bad.
bunny.
So
Hey, I saw this the other day at the carnival and people seem to get a kick out of it. No, I think maybe here's my reasoning. Oh, hi Boomer. Here's my reasoning. Jack is used to much drunker crowds and also human audiences, or at least humanoid audiences. Simulacrum have strange senses of humor, it turns out. And he just never, even through the whole performance, he just never quite gets a handle on it.
you just have lots of
Just
juggling and
uncomfortable.
blank stares and silence. It's kind of awkward. You look over
Yeah.
at Shadow and his twine mouth is diagonal.
Oh no, even Shadow doesn't like it. Come on, guys, you know that one, right? With the banana and the clown. You guys have heard that one? No?
Somebody gets like one of the pins they're juggling and just gives you a little bonk on the forehead, and people think it's hilarious. And then they go back to juggling.
Okay, cute. Very funny. Yeah, haha. All right, fine. You guys have no senses of humor. I'm out of here. Come on, Shadow.
Diva. You just don't get me.
Yeah,
All
the
right.
problem is with the audience, not with Jack, clearly.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Obviously.
absolutely. Okay.
More
You
like
guys have-
they critically failed.
Yeah, they critically failed their perceptions, obviously.
Yeah.
All right. At the end of the day, so anything else you guys are doing tonight? Did you say you're heading out tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Fantastic. You guys gather after a day of failed comedy and successful sightseeing at the carnival. And you guys gather up in the Harrow Court. You got your arches in front of you. What are you guys doing?
So then the clown throws the banana.
The funniest joke I've ever heard
I knew
in my
I knew
entirety.
I knew it was a hit.
With a banana and a clown.
That one always kills every time. Yeah, Gingham. What?
I don't get it.
Okay,
Oh my
well-
God. What?
Shadow looks at Crunk and stares at him as Crunk's like busting a gut, and his little diagonal mouth quivers and opens again a little bit and goes, and then it goes back to a diagonal line.
I didn't
He
like
laughed.
that either. That's 2 things today that I didn't
I'm
like.
picking the door and we're going through it right now. I just
Okay.
can't handle this realm anymore.
Uh-huh.
This one. Theater. Let's go.
Okay.
All right. See you later, Shadow.
You guys are stepping through the mist into the
As-
archway of the theater.
Yeah, as we step through the mist, Krunk's gonna just mutter to Jack, "Do you think that when we get back, Shadow's gonna be more sentient?" And just disappears.
Thanks for tuning in. If you like what we do and you want to see more, please subscribe to our channel so you don't miss a thing. Or if podcasts are more your thing, find the audio version of this show on the Level 1 Geek podcast on your favorite listening platform. If you'd like to show your support, you can find links to our website, Discord, and Patreon in the description below. Now go take a long rest, drink plenty of water, and we'll catch you next time.